Hello, students. Welcome to another session of environmental issues. In this session, we'll discuss about soil pollution and its control. We generate large amount of solid waste every day. Solid waste refer to everything that goes out in trash. Municipal solid waste are waste from homes, offices, stores, schools, hospitals, etc. that are collected and disposed by the municipality. The municipal solid waste generally comprise paper, food waste, plastics, glass, metals, rubber, textile, leather, etc. Burning reduces the volume of the waste, although it is generally not burned to completion, and open dumps often serve as the breeding ground for rats and flies. Sanitary landfills were adopted as a substitute for open burning dumps. In a sanitary landfill, waste are dumped in a depression or trench after compaction and covered with dirt every day. Landfills are also not really much of a solution since the amount of garbage generation, especially in the metros, has increased so much that these sites are getting filled too. Also, there is danger of seepage of chemicals from these landfills polluting the underground water resources. Let's see what are the solutions to solid waste. Solution to the solid waste is in our hands. We have to be more sensitive to all these environmental issues. All waste that we generate can be categorized into three types: biodegradable, recyclable, and non biodegradable. It is important that all garbage generated is sorted. What can be used or recycled have to be separated out. Our rag pickers do a great job of separation of material for recycling. The biodegradable materials can be put into deep pits in the ground and can be left for natural breakdown. That leaves only the non biodegradable to be disposed of. The need to reduce our garbage generation should be the prime goal. Instead, we are increasing the use of non biodegradable materials. State governments across the country are trying to push for reduction in the use of plastics and use of eco-friendly packing. We can do our bit by carrying cloth or other natural fiber carry bags when we go for shopping or by refusing polythene bags. Let's see a case study of remedy for plastic waste. Ahmed Khan, a plastic sack manufacturer in Bangalore, has managed to find the ideal solution to the ever increasing problem of accumulating plastic waste. He has been producing plastic sacks for more than 20 years. Later, he realized that plastic was a real problem. Polyblend, a fine powder of recycled modified plastic, was developed then by his company. This mixture is mixed with the bitumen that is used to lay roads. In collaboration with RV College of Engineering and the Bangalore City Corporation, Ahmad Khan proved that blends of polyblend and bitumen, when used to lay roads, enhance the bitumen's water repellent properties and help to increase road life by a factor of 3. The raw material for creating polyblend is any plastic film waste. So, against the price of rupees 0.40 per kg that rag pickers had been getting for the plastic waste, Khan now offers rupees 6. Using Khan's technique, by the year 2002, more than 40 kilometers of road in Bangalore has already been laid. At this rate, Khan will soon be running short of plastic waste in Bangalore to produce polyblend. Thanks to innovations like polyblend, we might still avoid being smothered by plastic waste. Hospitals generate hazardous waste that contain disinfectants and other harmful chemicals and also pathogenic microorganisms. Such waste also require careful treatment and disposal. The use of incinerators is crucial to disposal of hospital waste. Irreparable computers and other electronic goods are known as electronic waste or e-waste. E-waste are buried in landfills or incinerated. Over half of the e-waste generated in the developed world are exported to developing countries, mainly to China, India, and Pakistan, where metals like copper, iron, silicon, nickel, and gold are recovered during recycling process. Unlike developed countries, which have specifically built facilities for recycling e-waste, recycling in developing countries often involves manual participation, thus exposing workers to toxic substances present in e-waste. Eventually, recycling is the only solution for the treatment of e-waste provided it is carried out in an environment friendly manner. Nowadays, use of inorganic fertilizers and pesticides has increased for enhancing crop production. Pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, etc. are being increasingly used. These are toxic for non-target organisms that are important components of soil ecosystem. This can cause biomagnification in the terrestrial ecosystems. The addition of increasing amounts of artificial fertilizers can cause eutrophication in the aquatic ecosystems. The current problems in agriculture are therefore extremely crucial. Have you heard about organic farming? Integrated organic farming is a cyclical zero waste procedure where waste products from one process are cycled in as nutrients for the other process. This allows the maximum utilization of resource and increases the efficiency of production. Ramesh Chandra Dagar, a farmer in Sonipat, Haryana, is doing just this. He includes beekeeping, dairy management, water harvesting, composting, and agriculture in a chain of processes which support each other and allow an extremely economical and sustainable venture. There is no need to use chemical fertilizers for crops as cattle excreta are used as manure. Crop waste is used to create compost, which can be used as a natural fertilizer or can be used to generate natural gas for satisfying the energy needs of the farm. Enthusiastic about spreading information and help on the practice of integrated organic farming, Dagar has created the Haryana Kisan Welfare Club with a current membership of 5,000 farmers. Let's see how radioactive pollution takes place. Initially, nuclear energy was hailed as a non polluting way of generating electricity. Later on, it was realized that the use of nuclear energy has two very serious inherent problems. The first is accidental leakage, as occurred in Three Mile Island and Chernobyl, and the second is disposal of radioactive waste. Radiation that is given off by nuclear waste is extremely damaging to biological organisms because it causes mutations to occur at a very high rate. At high doses, nuclear radiation is lethal, but at lower doses, it creates various disorders, the most frequent of all being cancer. Therefore, nuclear waste is extremely potent pollutant and has to be dealt with utmost caution. It has been recommended that the storage of nuclear waste after sufficient pre-treatment should be done in suitably shielded containers buried within the rocks about 500 meters deep below the Earth's surface. However, this method of disposal is meeting stiff opposition from the public. Why do you think this method of disposal is not agreeable to many people? Radioactive material emits ionizing radiations or particles which can cause harmful effects to living organisms and plants. It is not considered safe to bury radioactive material deep in the soil because their nature is to emit radiations and they would keep on emitting. These radiations or particles can be dangerous for growing crops, underground water, and other materials useful for living organisms. In this session, you have learned about soil pollution and its prevention. Let's all find our own ways to reduce the plastic waste and save our environment. We'll continue the chapter in the next session with another environmental issue. Thank you, children.